All right, what's going on, everybody? Welcome to, I think it's day 4 of Rome. And we've got some crazy matches coming up, and they're all pretty much at the start of the day. So it's going to be a hectic start to the day. We've also got Djokovic today, first time for a long time since he's played. It's almost been like 2 months since we've seen Djokovic. And yeah, a lot of the WTA side of things is happening today. Obviously, yesterday we watched Sabalenka, and today we've got Raducanu, Swiatek coming up. Obviously, we're watching Yala now as well. Yeah, big day today. We watched Coco yesterday as well. On the men's side of things, they're starting to get the seeds underway. That's why we got Djokovic, Musetti's tonight. What else we got? Hadar is playing today. So, yeah, that bottom half, Zverev as well, is playing today. So, yeah, bottom half of the draw is underway for the tournament on the men's side and, like, the seeded side. Ruud also playing today. So, yeah, big day. How we doing, chat? What's going on? Are we ready for the rematch? The rematch between Wang and Yala. They play at the start of the year, and one of the best matches we've watched Yala play. One of the best, more exciting matches we've seen on the year, and it was Wang coming back. I think, did she have match point? I can't remember. Maybe she had match point, but she definitely came back from a set down and got the win and stole the win and stole the chance for Yala to make a final of a WTA event at the start of the year. So let's see if Yala can get revenge. Yala is now, well, she had a good first round match. She had to fight through that match against Freck, which was a tough one. And then the winner of this will take either Sakkari or Raducanu. So we're going to watch that later as well, which will be very interesting to see how it all plays out. Yeah, was it 2 match points? I know that it was like the second set was. Did she save 2 match points as she was serving to stay in it? Let me double check. I can figure it out. Let me have a look. I thought it was 2 match points in the second set. It was a 1 match point. At 5-3, Yala served for the match and had match point to 40-30, got broken, then Wang broke back. So it was only the one match point in the middle of that match. And then Wang got to 6-5 and then eventually held after a marathon game. So yeah, it was a big one, that one. Big fight back. And then Wang took on Svitolina in that final and almost got it done in that second set to force a third. Back watching again. Hey, thank you for watching Yala, even though you're not a fan. I appreciate you sticking around anyway. Don't worry though, we've got Swiatek coming up too in about 20 minutes, so we're going to watch Swiatek too. We've got a double header. So don't stress. If you want to watch Stefano, if you want to watch Swiatek as well, we're watching her too. So don't stress. It's not personal. Form wins. What do you mean form wins? Speaking of form, let me talk about Wang's form because we've watched Yala, so we know what she's up to. She's been good on the clay this year. 50-50, better than last year. That's an improvement. Had a good win in the first round against somebody who was also, overall in their careers, sort of a 50-50 clay quarter. Obviously, Freck has not been in good form lately, so it was a good opportunity for Yala that she took. But she took Pavlyuchenkova out, who made a French Open final, right, a couple weeks ago. She took her out, so she has had some solid results, and she's only lost, like I said in the last match, she's only lost to 3 players in the top, all in the top 25, including Ostapenko and Fernandez, who are both capable on the dirt. So, hasn't been that. It has been a good clay court season for Yala, considering. And if she does lose to Wang today, it'll also be another top seed, like a seeded player losing to a seeded player. So But Wang, she made it through the qualies of Rouen and lost to Castella in the second round via retirement. She lost first match in Madrid, in a massive upset against the wildcard from Czechia. She was on a little bit of a losing streak, so she made the final of Auckland. She then made the fourth round of the Australian Open and then quarterfinals in Romania. And then after that, kind of fell down a little bit. Lost to Raducanu in Doha, which is not bad. And then lost first rounds of Austin, Indian Wells, and Miami. And then made the Rouen second round coming through the qualies, but then had to play a challenger event last week. So after losing early in Madrid, took that second opportunity, which most of those, sort of lower seeds take. And she ended up losing in the second round to 129 Chireva in a third set tiebreak. So not a great result there. So yeah, Wang is in need of a win here because her form hasn't been great. And on clay, this year on clay, she is 4 wins, 3 losses, so 50-50. But overall, she's 33 wins, 35 losses. So overall, she's 50-50 career-wise. So yeah, definitely. I don't know if Wang is Wang the favorite. I'm not sure. Have a look. By the way, Yala's record on clay this year is 3-3. Overall is 16-25. I'm not sure if Yala is I don't think she would be. I think Wang would be the favorite. Slight favorite Wang, I would guess. Would be my guess. Yeah, Yala did beat Shraver in Manila, didn't she, at the start of the year? Good memory. Wang recent wins have been all against low-ranked players, yeah. And this is... Yala's lower ranked than her, but she's not a low-ranked player, like outside the top 80. Yala in 3 sets, easy money, okay. Yala is the favorite, okay. Interesting. It's a little surprising. It's a little bit surprising. Can anyone else on Ayala's level that is new, but not huge like Mirra? Is there anybody else on Ayala's level that is new? What do you mean? Like young players that are... are you talking about young players? So yeah, there's actually a bunch of young players. Probably the big one out of America. Oh, actually, no. You know what? It's Mboko is on the same level as the like literally the same as Andreeva. So Mboko is 19 years old. So is Andreeva. They're both won 1000s. They're both top 10 players. So Mboko is for sure on the same level. And then you've got Jovic, who's 16 in the world at 18 years old. So she's there as well. You've got Balick, who won a 500 earlier in the year. Joint, who's 20 years old, won a couple of titles already. Then you got Yala. You got Valentova, who's 19. We saw her play Coco yesterday. She's getting to career high ranking every other week. So yeah, so there are a lot of other players with Andreeva. Yeah, Mboko. Noskova is only 21, so I mean she's been around for a while though. Yeah, Tagger, the 18-year-old with the one-handed backhand from Austria. She's been mentioned a few times over the last couple of months. But Jovic and Mboko are probably the two big names, or the ones you've probably heard about the most, along with Andreeva and Yala. Mirra is top, and second is Mboko. Yeah, Mirra has definitely got the edge at the moment. Yala is 55% fave. Okay. Got to keep an eye out. Yeah, and they're all still playing. I think Jovic won yesterday. Valentova lost. Mboko plays today, I think. So yeah, a lot of players to keep an eye on. By the way, get your votes in chat for the poll. Check it out. And see if... let me know who wins. 88% of people are saying that Yala's going to win. There you go. There you go. Am I surprised? Not really. not really. Wong's going to win for me. Okay. Wong is a very good player. She plays like wine against Canadian. Okay, I don't know what you were saying. Jovic, what a crazy match. Almost 2.5 hours for 2 tiebreaks. Yeah, I saw the end of that. She was serving the match at one point, and then I think it got broken, right, at 5-4. I miss Nadal every time the clay season starts. Yeah. You know what the double straws are out yet? I have no idea. Hope Yala can get revenge. Yeah, we'll have a look. We'll see. We'll see if Yala can get revenge. By the way, we do have Swiatek coming up as well. So we've got a double header on the card. We're just going to wait for... they're going to start pretty much the same time. I think the weather's okay to start the day. I don't think it's going to rain that much today. We should be okay, but you just never know. This weather can be temperamental, and we don't have a roof. So that's unfortunate. But the weather looks pretty nice at the moment. How about Katie? Yeah, well, McNally versus Swiatek's a tricky one too. I mean, that could be an upset for sure. That's why we're watching it. Because that is definitely danger match for Iga. So yeah, but the sun's out for now, so that's good. That's a good sign. McEnroe said that clay courts vary. They do vary, depending on conditions and altitude and all those kind of things. The way that they're constructed. Wong for me. Okay, well, vote. 88% say Yala, so 12% saying Wong. But like, I feel like the people that are voting for Wong are the ones who are also talking in the chat about voting for Wong. So vote. Every day is a tennis day. It is. Every day is very busy. Rooting for Alex from the Philippines. Hope it's a good match. Yeah. Look, it was a great match in Auckland. So, I mean, it's very rare that we get a boring Yala match. I mean, look at the first round, right? So, this is going to be interesting. Alex in 2, you reckon? Okay. I voted for Wong. Okay, fair enough. Gene. But yeah, we got a bunch of matches on today. So, other matches that are starting right now as well. We've got Gibson Schneider, Samsonov Ali, Hashanov Shevchenko, Demon or Rinaldi, which I'm nervous about. Hodar versus Borges as well. And then later on, you've got Osaka versus Lees. You've got Ruud versus Schweder. You've got Struffler Hechka, Keys Stearns, Mukova Potapova. I mean, some of these matches are bangers. And then Zverev's also playing against Altmaier. And then we've got Djokovic Prismic. We're going to watch that later. Sonmez Pagula. We might see what we do with that one as well. Sakari versus Rabakin is coming up later. Baez Bublik. Like, these are some crazy matches on Bear Kupriva. Blocks versus Greekspor. Like, all of these matches are very, very crazy. Tabilo Sarundalo. Like, that's a clay court beast match. And then tonight, match is not as good. And then after all that, the night matches are all right, I guess. Navarro versus Cocciaretto, which is obviously one for the Italians. And then Musetti versus Pirica, which again is one for the Italians. I mean, Musetti Pirica could be interesting, I guess, but I don't know. Anyways, also Pliskova Christian is another match that's coming on later too, which is interesting. But yeah, they definitely went with the Italian influence to end the day. Usually at the start of these tournaments anyway, they usually go with the locals at the end of the day, and sometimes those matches are not the ones that everybody in the world wants, that's interested in, right? I mean, if you were going to make the schedule and you weren't factoring in the Italian tournament, you'd probably put Zverev, Altmaier, or even Djokovic on at night, unless Nole says I don't want to play. Or Osaka least. Like, that should have been maybe a night match. Or maybe you put... Swiatek McNally should have been a night match. Like, I don't know why that's first match of the day, unless Swiatek's like, yeah, I'll play during the day. But I feel like McNally at the night will at least slow things down. And McNally's game won't be as dangerous at night. But I don't know, maybe Swiatek doesn't care about that. Hodar Borges, if we were in Madrid, that wouldn't have been first thing in the morning. Hell no. That would have been last thing at night. That would have been when Musetti is. So the influence on where they're playing is definitely strong today. Location wins. Lee Sonmez. Yeah, Sonmez Pegula's on as well, which is fun. Let's give this 1K like. Yeah, we're almost at 300 likes, so don't forget to like the video if you haven't already. Players coming out any second. Actually, in 8 minutes. Hope Alex pulls this one off. Win. Yeah. This is a tough one. This is going to be a tricky one. But I guess if this was on a hard court, it would definitely be more of a, it would be a lot tougher for Yala, but being on a clay court, I feel like at least nerfs Wang's power a little bit. So that way it will give Yala a better chance to get the ball back. Now for Wang, she needs to be patient, because if Yala's doing good defensively, then Wang can't overhit and try and hit through Yala. She's got to be patient and construct the points. Because yeah, if Yala's running around defensively doing well, Wang can't give her free points by hitting those errors, which Yala does draw out of her opponents sometimes, when her opponents are trying to hit through her and she's just like slice, or get back, defend. We saw that a little bit against Freck as well, where she just kind of overhit at the end of some of the rallies. If Baptiste can improve her speed, she could be number one. Yeah, I mean, I feel like that's like Baptiste has been great the last couple of months, but I feel like that's a lot. Like, being number one is not that easy. Like, it's hard to be number one. Like, it's not, being number one is not about just improving your game. You also got to be consistent. Like, you got to play at a level. I mean, Sabalenka and Sinner are the perfect examples of two players that are perfectly suited to number one, because both of them are consistently high level. Like, they rarely play a bad match, and they do everything well. Like, that's how you become number one. You don't become number one by just getting a better speed. You got to be consistent at a high level all the time, making the semis all the time. So it's not that, I think, yeah, like Baptiste is great. She could be top 10. She could be top 20. Top 20 is obviously next goal, but number one is like, that's a lot. Like, being number one, I mean, even Raducanu hasn't been number one, and she's, been around a while. Gauff hasn't even been number one, and she's been around for a while, right? So it's like, it's not that easy. High level, yeah, and you have to be good on all surfaces. Exactly. These days, yeah, you can't really be. I mean, if you want to be the best, you gotta be good on the clay and the grass and the hard courts. Grass you could get away with not being, but yeah, it's definitely the other surfaces you have to be good on. Do I watch AFL? Yes, sometimes. I do. I love that Hawthorn lost yesterday. It was great. I love Fremantle winning. But now we've got to play Fremantle next week, so I'm not excited about that. Wait, next week? Do we play next week? Yeah, we play next week at next week's going to stink. Next week is going to suck. If we play Fremantle, we lose. We better lose. If we lose by 100, I'll be crushed. Anything less than 100 will be a win. All right, we're just waiting for the players to walk out on court. And then we can get this started. Actually, while we're waiting, we might as well get the Swiatek party started as well. I'm really keen on this one because McNally is awkward for sure. What's going on, everybody? We've got Yala going on against Wang. We've got Swiatek taking on McNally. Swiatek's played McNally a couple of times, so let's see how she does on her probably preferred surface. She did beat McNally on grass last year on her road to Wimbledon. Lost the first set and came back to win. So, let's see if Swiatek can get off to a good start here in Rome. She obviously was sick in Madrid, so that was was disappointing. But if she does win today, she'll play the Navarro or Cocciaretto. So her draw's not bad, Swiatek. Once we get to the quarterfinals onwards, that's when it gets a little bit sketchy. But, I mean, yeah, there's some tough players, though. You know, McNally's no joke. You got Osaka in the draw. Schneider's there as well. Cocciaretto in front of the home crowd is dangerous. So, yeah. So we'll see if Swiatek can get off to a good start and see how she looks after last week's illness. Forced her to retire for only the third time in her career. Who's your favorite player of all time? Leighton Hewitt. Leighton Hewitt. Rooting for Yala, win or lose, fight Alex. Hey, she'll fight. We know that. We saw that in the first round. The only time Alex doesn't fight is when her opponent doesn't let her fight, right? Is when her opponent bullies her or out hits her or makes her not be able to play any shots. But that's the thing on clay court. There's a chance that the shots that Wang was winning or hitting it well against Yala back in Auckland are not going to do the same thing because the ball's going to be a bit slower. But the thing is, like I keep saying about Yala on clay, it's movement. She's got it. She's going to have to move a lot today. Wang's going to make her work. Unless Wang has a bad day and starts making errors, Yala has to move well. Otherwise, it's going to be a really tough day. Also, obviously, has to serve well. Which she was serving pretty well the last match, from what I can remember. And she hasn't been serving that poorly. But then again, on clay, it's not like, on clay, the serving isn't as important, so maybe there's a little pressure for her there to have to serve well. But McNally's getting stronger as a player. Yeah, she is super dangerous. I mean, her and Gauff came up at the same time, and a lot of people, put them side by side as like the two Americans that were going to come on and take over the world. But unfortunately, McNally, I think, had injuries and kind of stopped her progression while Gauff went on to win Grand Slams, right? But yeah, McNally is legit. All right. Players about to walk out on court. The sun is out. I'm ready to go. Last time, chance to get your votes in. By the way, 89% Yala, 11% Wang. Okay. Interesting. By the way, chat, who's your favorite player of all time? Let me know in the chat. What's your favorite player? Who's your favorite player of all time? It doesn't have to be someone from the past. It could be someone from right now. Who's everyone's favorite of all time? Nadal. There you go. Nice. Pete Sampras. Nice. Players walking down court, by the way. Del Potro, Djokovic, Nadal, Sampras, Djokovic. There you go. All right, here we go. Yala walking out first as the lower ranked player. You got Murray, you got Federer, Ennen, Nadal, Rafa. All right, Swiatek walking out in the court as well. Guga Quirton, nice. Agassi, nice. A lot of people saying Agassi. Ennen, Federer. There we go. Nole. Borg. Players all on court. We are ready for the warm-up. Swiatek and Eala for me in this doubleheader. Nice. Steffi Graf. Also, Davydenko. Hey, nice. By the way, 90-10 in favor of Yala to win this one, according to chat. Andy Murray for me. Nice. All right, Swiatek, McNally. God, it feels like both these matches are going to be bangers. Wind has picked up, though. Interesting. It's a little breezy out there, so... Remember, Yala and Swiatek aren't bad in the wind. They can play in the wind. They don't mind playing in these sort of conditions. So let's see. We have locals watching. Yala watch too. That's proper nice. Yeah. Welcome everybody who's watching. All right. So Swiatek and McNally getting some photos taken before the match. And Yala Wang are about to get things started and start practicing. What is it? Playing, warming up. Good morning. What's up? How are we doing, chat? How are we doing? All right. All right. The chat has spoken. Yala is like 90, almost 90-10% chance. Or 90-10% predicted. Which match are we going to watch? We're watching both. But the doubleheader, this is one of those doubleheaders where we'll sort of alternate. We'll focus on Yala Wang to start, and then we'll see how Swiatek's match is progressing. But whichever match is sort of like, let's say Swiatek does her thing and goes to 5-love, we'll focus a little bit more on the closer match. Or if Yala and Wang goes 4-1 or something, or 5-love, and Swiatek's in a battle, we'll focus on that. So it's sort of like, we'll alternate between the two depending on which one is going crazier. Not going to watch Hodar. I can't do a triple header. Blame the schedule because I can't believe they put Hodar on at the same time. So stupid. I wanted to watch Hadar. He was on my radar, and then they decided to put him on now. They could have put him on second, and we could have watched it, but unfortunately, we always watch Swiatek, and we've been watching Yala a lot as well. So unfortunately, Hadar, he's not on that. He's not on the list yet. They should have put him on second. We would have watched it. All right, the players are warming up. But don't worry, we'll keep an eye on him as well. Do you think Swiatek wins versus McNally, or what do you think? I think she should, yeah. She should win. I think it's going to be... It could be tough for Swiatek. I think it might be tricky. The scheduling is crazy. Yeah, today's a crazy schedule. Today is just... And I get it. Like, there's a lot of matches, and a lot of matches we want to watch, and they're all at the same time because that's just how things are sometimes. But cam prediction is Yala to win. Yeah, you watched the video. Thank you. I appreciate that. Thanks for watching the videos. I'm gonna go. Swiatek in a close straight sets, and I'm gonna go Yala in 3. I reckon she gets the revenge that. Over Wang. I mean, she got to match point on a faster hard court, so why couldn't she win on a slower clay court? There's a video. Yeah. All right, their last few serves, and then Yala and Wang will begin. Swiatek and McNally are still warming up as well. Hey, thank you, Dim, for the $10 super sticker. Appreciate that. Thank you. Hopefully you're having a good day. By the way, chat, we're almost at 265K. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. We're trying to get to 300K, and then when we get to 300K, we have a special... we are doing a special 300k stream. Alexandra Eala should exact revenge over Wang and progress to the third round. She should. She's the favorite as well, Yala. So maybe there's a little bit of pressure on her, being the favorite. Last few serves, and then we will begin. Roy is injured. Yeah, apparently he ruptured his Achilles. Brutal. But we'll keep an eye on him in the Swiatek match if he's there or not. He should be there. I mean, but yeah, he apparently ruptured his Achilles while he was working with Swiatek or around the thing. So brutal. Random. All right, here we go. Yala and Wang is about to begin. Yala's going to serve first. Roy's the coach. Yeah. Swiatek's coach. All right, who you got, chat? I'm going to go with Yala in 3. As Yala serves. Into the backhand of Wang. Yala with a forehand to the backhand of Wang. As Wang hits it out. 15-love. Remember, the winner of this play is either Sakkari or Raducanu in the third round. And they're playing later, so we'll watch that a little bit later as well, because that's actually a banger match too. Sakkari, when she's on, that could be scary. As Yala serves the fault, second serve. Second serve. As the return goes in the forehand of Yala, in comes Wang with a drive volley. Yala puts up another lob, but it goes long, and it's 15-0. 15-0. Yala in 3. Does Federline withdraw? Not that I know of, unless it just happened. I don't think so. 15-0. Serve is a fault. Second serve. If Gene's saying no, then it didn't happen. 15-0. Serve again. Into the forehand of Wang. Backhand now Yala to the forehand of Wang. Yala backhand again to the forehand of Wang. Up the middle to the forehand of Yala. But Yala hits it wide. And it's 15-30. 15-30. No scores displayed. Oh. That's crazy. Don't worry. It's just delayed. Anyways, love 15 for Swiatek and McNally. McNally won the toss and elected to receive. As Swiatek hits it out, love 30. Don't worry. Scores will update soon. It's just a little bit of a glitch. 15-30. As Yala serves. Into the forehand of Wang. Return goes to the forehand of Yala. Up the line to the forehand of Wang. Yala backhand. Into the forehand of Wang. As Yala backhand again. Into the... Oh, no, it goes out by Yala. All right. 15-40. Breakpoint chances for Wang already. Yala serves a fault. Second serve. As Yala backhand in the middle. Wang with the backhand of the front of Yala. Wang backhand winner. There's a start for Wang. All right, she takes the first game. Wang breaks. McNally's also got break points to start the match. Swiatek tries to survive as she hits a forehand cross court at the front of McNally. Swiatek forehand. Again, the front of McNally. Swiatek forehand inside out. That's a good shot. McNally's there with a slice. Swiatek slices it back. McNally slice again. Backhand Swiatek. Into the backhand of McNally. Swiatek with a backhand again to the slice of McNally. Swiatek forehand in the net. Wow, what a rally. I'll tell you, McNally has one hell of a slice. Why isn't it working? Hello? Hello? Why not? What? Swiatek gets broken too. All right. Breaks to start both matches. McNally, I'll tell you, she has a hell of a slice backhand. That is a scary shot. All right, Wang, one love. She has the break. Scores are working now. All right, double fault from Wang, and it's love 15. Love 15. As the return goes in front of Wang. Backhand now from Yala goes wide. All right, 15-0. Also, Demonor on at the moment against Analdi. We've got Hadar taking on Borges. Hashanov's on the court as well. We'll keep an eye on all those results too. There's a served in the tee, a fault from Wang. Second serve. All right, there's a bit of return goes out by Yala. And it's 30-15. Hello, scoreboard. Hello. Hello. It's the first match of the day, chat. We're all just warming up, right? 30-15 as that goes to the net by Yala. 40-15. (40-15). There's a bit of fault, second serve. All right, 2 love. Oh, the scoreboard's working. Okay. I'm just thinking, what the hell's going on? All right. McNally, by the way, she's got a break, 30-all. She's trying to keep the break. Yeah, Gina, I have no idea what you sent me. It's all in Italian. All right, anyways. 30-all as Swiatek gets a break point. 30-40. Chance to take the break back. And Wang hits a return. But it's overhit. And it's 15-all. Now 1 second, chap. All right. Swiatek to get back on serve. As McNally goes into the back of Swiatek, McNally with a forehand cross court. Swiatek goes up the line. That's a great shot. McNally slices back. In comes Swiatek and crushes a winner. All right, we are back on serve. Now, chat, let me fix this. Let me see if I can. Oh, okay. I'll tell you, chat. This scoreboard is on its last legs because I am going to crash out. I'm gonna lose it. I'll lose it, chat. This scoreboard. Hey, the match already started, guy. All right, it is 15:30. It is 2-Love Wang, and the scoreboard has updated. You watch yourself. You bet. You just. It's break points. Wang, can you tell? What are you doing, scoreboard? You're ruining everything. Why are you telling me it's 3-Love? It's not 3-Love. It's anyways. It's 15:40. Backhand goes into the forehand of Yala. If this gets, oh, okay. Now you go back to what you were. Okay, all right. Yeah, Wang hits a winner. Now it's 3-Love. Okay, you can update. Feel free to update. Go on. Tell everybody you already ruined it. You already ruined it. It's a double break for Wang, but you already knew that because the scoreboard decided to ruin it. Mods, ban the scoreboard. Get him out of here. Ban the scoreboard. This is crazy. I'm yelling at technology again. All right. 15-Love Swiatek, by the way. This is why we can't have nice things. All right. 15-Love. Swiatek gets to 30-Love. Yala's in big trouble, by the way, on a serious note. And so is Nadal. Oh, God, chat. This is going to be the worst. Don't do this to me. Don't. I can accept the Steph loss, but if Nadal loses, I'm going to cry. I think I've just decided that I don't want to play fantasy tennis anymore. I think I've just ruined my own team. What have I done? What have I done? I know board just broke. Don't tell me. All right, 40-Love Swiatek. Oh, God. Chat, this is not going well. Join the fantasy team, the league and stuff, whatever. If Demon loses, I don't even know what to do. 3-Love Wang. Love Wang. All right. Double break. Swiatek does hold 2-1. She stays. Well, she takes the lead, I should say. 2-1. All right, back to Wang. Let's see what she's got. 3-0. She's got a double break. That's what she's got so far. And an ace down the tee. I tell you, Wang's got to serve. Why not show Demon Ore? $15-Love. As a forehand up the line from Yala to the forehand of Wang. Yala backhand again to the forehand of Wang, and Wang hits it in the net. 15-all. 15-all. Yala's got a better go at a W250. Yeah, but okay, can you tell me what 250 she should be playing right now? Because we had this conversation yesterday when Sydney passed, but what 250 should she play this week? Riddle me this. Tell me, please. I would love to know what tournament I don't know about is happening this week. Double fault Wang, 15:30. Scoreboard, don't you dare. No, it's fine. 15:30. Oh, it's not fine. It's backwards. Why is it backwards? Oh, you're kidding me, aren't you? You are joking. What are you doing? What am I? Why? Why is this happening? Why is Why are we doing... What are we doing? Oh, no. It's a glitch. It's a glitch. Hang on a second. I can fix it. Anyways, Yala's got... the break points... I'm going to... This scoreboard... 1540. 1540. It's glitching everywhere. Everything's glitched. Anyways, break point for Yala. I'll fix it in a second, or I'll do my best. Yeah, it's the windy conditions. I blame the wind as well. All right, Yala misses the return, but it's 30-40. Still break point for Yala. Yala loves donuts. Did you just put a dab emoji? I didn't realize it was 2015. That's great. I love that. 30-40. Time machine. Backhand goes into the forehand of Wang. Yala backhand. Into the Wang forehand. That's a good shot. Up goes a lob by Yala. Wang lets it bounce. Lands in. Wang with a forehand from the baseline. Yala forehand on the stretch. Puts up another moon ball. Yala hits it long. We get to deuce. Let me figure what's up. Can I perform some magic? Probably not. Wait, where is the, okay. All right, advantage Yala to get back on, get a break back. Hey, Chad, I fixed it. Look at me, I'm a magician. All right, backhand from Yala. Nope, that's a fault from Wang. Second serve. By the way, McNally is down love 40. Shubham.
If Eala does win today 90, chances she plays
and that goes out by
next, and that's going to be a humongous challenge. Eala needs to deal with those big serves, but also the hard ball striking from Elena.
Yala breaks back. Thank you, Shubham. Terrible timing. That was my bad. That was my bad. I should have played that during the break. Anyways, thank you for the donation. I'm sorry I didn't even hear what you said because Yala just broke and the crowd started cheering. What was it? If Yala wins today, 90% chance she'll play Raducanu in the next round. Huge challenge. Yala needs to deal with the big serves, but also the hard ball strike. Yeah, and I mean, Raducanu is a nightmare opponent for Yala, for sure. Yeah, like that is, I mean, she's the big hitting player that Yala doesn't play well against or struggles to play against. So it's going to be a really tough match in the next one. But thank you for the donation. Yala, by the way, 30 love. But we'll get to that if we get to that. I'll tell you though, Sakari Yala would be interesting. All right, Swiatek. She has the break. And she's up 3-1. She was down to break 1 love. And she has fought back. All right, Yala. 40 love. Oh, not a donut. Wow. Yeah. It's called a bagel. We call it a bagel here. It's not a donut. Bagel. It's a bagel. And the bagels are better. Chat, bagels or donuts? What do you like better? I'm a bagel guy. I think bagels taste better. I like bagels better. There's more variety to bagels. Donuts. I'm talking about those donuts with a hole in them. I'm not talking about like Krispy Kreme. I'm talking about those like donuts, like the one where they punch a hole in and then they put like some sprinkles and shit on it. All right, Yala holds 3-2. I'm a bagel guy. I feel like bagels are more versatile as a dish, as a pastry or as a baked goods. You can have a savory bagel. You can make, you can have some sweet bagel. Like there's just so much more variety to bagels. Whereas with a donut, it's kind of just like here. You know what I mean? 30 love Swiatek, by the way. Yala is back. Well, kind of. She's still doing a break, though. Go exit queen. That didn't age well. Yeah, it's still time to delete that. You cannot go wrong with donuts. Yeah, but like I'm talking about the donuts with like the hole in them. Like, I don't know. I mean, like I can get on board with like a cream-filled, jam-filled donut for sure. But like I'm talking about the other ones where they just like put stuff on top. I feel like they're a bit mid. Hot take. 30 love. Philippines don't have bagels? What? You should definitely get some bagels. Bagels are delicious. Backhand slice in the net by McNally. Swiatek on fire. 40 love. This is the Swiatek that we want to see. 40 love. Is Yala an industry plant? You can't be an industry plant in tennis. 40 love. That is a crazy, like, what? You think that, like, every single player is like, okay, we got to let her win these matches? Like, what are you talking about? That's insane. There's no way you could promote Yala, but there's no way they could make her win unless the other players were, like, all on board with it. That's crazy. And I got to be honest, I don't want to live in a world where that is if you're like, well, that could be possible. I don't want to live in a world where people think that's possible. That's crazy. That ruins all sports forever. 15 love. As that goes out by McNally. And it's 4-1 Swiatek. The Queen of Clay is back. Let's go. If Swiatek wins the French Open, I'll do a backflip over there. Off camera. 15 love. Like I'll do a Kostruk backflip off camera. All right, good hitting there from Yala. 15-0. All right, 15-0. As Wang serves into the back of Yala, return goes to the front of Wang. Yala forehand again to the front of Wang. Into the back of Yala, up the line to the back of Wang. Yala forehand. Into the slice of Wang, and Wang in the net, 15-30. Yala is fighting back. 15-30. 15-30. Serve again. Here's a fault from Wang. Second serve. Hadar's losing. What is happening? Second serve, Wang. Double fault. 15-40. Yala's got breakback points to get back on serve. 15-40. Swiatek's cruising. Demonor is 2-0 in the first as well. Hey, Elizabeth, thank you for the $2. Appreciate that. All right, break points for Yala. Backhand goes into the front of Wang. To the back of Yala. Wang, forehand, up the line of the net. There's the break, back. And Yala's back on serve from 3 love down to 3-0. All right. By the way, industry plant is a crazy statement. Can the people that think like tennis players are industry plants, can you explain to me where you're getting that rationale? I can't understand where your brain is. I want to try and understand how'd you get to that? Because I don't understand. I mean, there's literally, and we don't talk about it much because it really doesn't matter because she's really talented. There's literally a billionaire's daughter in the top 10. The only thing she got was an advantage to start getting, being able to afford coaching in courts. You can't buy rankings, but how could you be an industry plant? Like that, I don't understand. I want you to explain it because it would probably be funny. It'd be good for us to all have a laugh. Or you might make sense and blow our minds. You never know. All right. Love 15, Wang. No, Pegula and Navarro are not industry plants. They both got and we don't know because I wasn't there, but they arguably got a better start because obviously they came from wealth. But then again, there's players that, I mean, you don't have to have a billionaire dad to start tennis. Like, you know that, right? You can actually start tennis, like, right? You know what I mean? Like, you can play. Tennis has a lot of, like, to do with talent too, you know? 15-hole. But industry plants a new one, which I want to know what your instinct. Oh, okay. So you're just like, trust me, bro. All right. Okay. Do we trust him, chat? Do we trust the bro? 15-0. Just trust me. My gut says they're industry plants. Okay. I have no idea what your gut's. Maybe you should just eat something. Maybe you're hungry. As the return goes into the backhand of Yala, up the line to the backhand of Wang. Yala forehand again to the backhand of Wang. Bit of a moonball from Wang. Yala back on the baseline with the forehand. Into the forehand of Wang is Yala with the backhand. Into the forehand of Wang is Yala backhand again. The forehand of Wang. Into the backhand of Yala. Wang with the forehand at the line of the net. Wang's forehand is not working. It is not working. 30-15. And the wind has picked up too. 30-all, by the way. Swiatek wants that double break. By the way, why is someone copying, pasting ChatGPT responses and then putting essays in the chat? Just write a sentence at a time. I don't read essays in the chat. 40-15, Yala, by the way. Cam, you know that Chris Evert is the queen of clay. All right, so today is the day. We're having a good start to the day, and now we're all just like, let's all just take a deep breath. And Swiatek has break point. 30-40, the queen of clay. 40-15, by the way. Yala are about to win 4 games in a row to get the lead. It's your birthday today? Hey, Shubham. Happy birthday. Serving to the forehand of Wang. Backhand from Yala. Into the forehand of Wang is Yala backhand drop shot. Wang's going to get there with a slice. Yala with the backhand pass. Too good. Yala's got 4 games in a row. She's leading 4-3. What a turnaround. All right. 30-40. As Swiatek comes in, puts it away. Swiatek's got a 5-1 lead. She's going to serve for this first set. All right. Can we want to hear the point by point?
Hello. I'm speaking about the matches. Just relax, buddy. Everything will be okay.
5-1 Swiatek. She's serving for the first set. She got broken first game. She's won 5 in a row. And Yala's won 4 in a row. By the way, Roy is in the house with his leg like propped up from the ruptured Achilles. That's commitment. That is commitment from that coach. Respect that commitment. All right. Yala leads 4-3, but it's on serve. But Wang is, I don't know what's going on with her. Her game has completely fallen off the last 4 games. She's missing forehands, but Yala is taking all those points and also winning a lot of points on her game as well. She's playing solid. All right, Swiatek first point into double fault. Love 15. Sorry I caught her into this plan. That's right. Thank you for apologizing. You didn't need to, but I appreciate that. All right, backhand into the volley of McNally. Backhand Swiatek up the line as a winner. Ooh, okay. Okay. 15-0. That was a nice backhand. That was a beautiful backhand for Swiatek. By the way, why don't you, if you want to be a music producer, why don't you just work and do, like, why don't you just, like, hard work? Why don't you, like, practice or something? Or you can just sit around and wait for them to like knock on your door. I mean, I don't think that. But what happens when they knock on your door and they're like, "Can you do this?" And you're like, "I've never done this before." Come on, bro. Hard work, bro. 15 love. Swiatek 30-15, by the way. $15 love. As Swiatek 30-15, 2 points away from the first set. As we back in from McNally. That goes long. Swiatek 40-15. Is it true that Yala's coach is Manny Pacquiao? No. By the way, this isn't the comedy hour. Can everybody relax? 40-15. Open mic nights on Mondays. Come on. Bring your jokes to open mic night on Mondays. Specifically, Monday. All right? 40-15. Serve. Into the back end of McNally. McNally hits it out. Swiatek. 6 games in a row. With a bit of a vamos as well. 30 minutes. Swiatek 6-1. The bakery is open. 30-15, by the way, Wang. She needs to win this game. Great play after a bit of a shaky start by Swiatek. All right, 30-15. As a return from Yala goes the forehand of Wang. Yala with the forehand on the attack. Wang's there with the backhand. Into the forehand of Yala. Wang with the forehand on the stretch. To the backhand of Yala. Wang with the forehand up the line. Yala gets it back with her forehand down the line for a winner. 30-all. Wang's just playing a little bit too safe. McNally, by the way, no winners, 6 errors. Wow. No winners? That's crazy. That's not true. She hit 1 winner. I saw it. 9 winners and 11 unforced errors for Swiatek, including 2 double faults. Swiatek 3 out of 4 break points converted. McNally the 1 break point. All right. 30-all. As a backhand return from Yala goes into the forehand of Wang, but Wang hits a winner up the line, 40-30. By the way, to the people that are like the 3 people that are saying that IMG is the reason why Yala's some industry plant, do a little research. IMG did give Yala a wild card back in like Madrid, like Miami 24 and Madrid 24, and she didn't go on a run. It's like that, like just because she's working, like she works with IMG, yeah, okay. Maybe she had connections through whoever, and that was, that's just called a lucky spawn point. It's got nothing to do with, it's not Ayala's fault that she got those opportunities and somebody else didn't. But you've also got to go back and research that it wasn't like all of a sudden IMG were like, yeah, we're going to put this person in this tournament with no experience and never played before. No. She literally had other wildcards that didn't work out, and she lost first and second rounds earlier in her career. She won the US Open in 2022, but then she didn't, like, the next month break out on the WTA and become, like, this sensation. It took, like, 3 years before Ayala broke out the way that she has. So, like, again, just to the 3 people that are, like, creating conspiracy theories and, whatever, which is fun, who doesn't love a rabbit hole? But, like, you got to get a little bit more facts straight, because Yala didn't just break out of nowhere. She won a junior US Open, right? She then went on to work very hard for 3 years before she had that amazing run in Miami last year, which was, yeah, she got a wild card for it, but she had gotten wild cards before. And that didn't pan out. So again, she got a chance, she took her chance, she ran with it. So just do a little bit of research before you start like coming up with these wild theories that can be debunked. Like, come on, bro. I respect like the joke of it, but come on. Also, industry plant is a silly term. This is not the music industry. This is not the movie industry. This is tennis. You can't buy rankings. You can't buy results. That's not how it works. 30 love. You have to get the results. You have to work at it. You have to win. Just give her a little credit. Just give Yala a little credit. Maybe she's not as bad as you think she is. Just give her a little credit. All right, 4 now from Wang. Into the slice of Yala. Yala hits wide, 30-15. 30-15. Swiatek, by the way, is crushing it. By the way, to the person that said Chris Evert's the Queen of Clay, she was. But when they retire, this is how it works, chat. I don't make the rules, I just go. When Rafa retired, he gave up the throne. He stepped away. He'll always be a god of clay, and same a goddess of clay will be Chris Evert, right? The best ever on clay. But right now, the queen is Swiatek. She sits on that throne. She has all those results. And that's how I rationalize it. Also, let the Swiatek fans have a moment. All right? Let them have their moment. By the way, thank you, Mila, and also Marjorie for becoming members. Appreciate that. All right, 40-15 Yala to get back in front. All right. Hadar broke back. Let's go. Let's go. As Yala holds. Good serving. And she's up 5-4 first set. Yo.
Hi, come dot him a neighbor from Cranbourne and rooting for Alex and a fan of your channel too.
Hey, thank you for the donation. Appreciate it. Mister, appreciate it. By the way, the potato cakes at Cam's Road are delicious. I went there like a month ago. It's bloody delicious. Not cheap, but great. The pizza one. All right. McNally trying to get off to a better start here. Well, she actually got off to a good start, and then she just lost 6 in a row. 40 love. By the way, chat, can we stop using ChatGPT and copying and pasting responses in the chat that are like this long? Because it really clogs up the chat and I don't read them. All right, McNally holds 1 love. One love. Wong's career is similar to the other, ranked top 30, but never won once on the WTA yet. Yeah, I mean, Wong's definitely got the skills to win a WTA title for sure. Like, she's got the weapons. Many players with her style have definitely gone on to win trophies, and she will win a trophy. Whoa. So yeah, Wong's very talented. She has had injuries, I believe. A fair few injuries, which might be the reason why. Hey, thank you for the super sticker. Appreciate that, Addy. All right, Wong's going to serve to stay in the set here. All right, Wong serving to stay in the set. As the return goes into the forehand of Wong, up the line is a winner from Wong, 15 love. Chad, who needs this first set more, do you reckon? Who needs the first set more? Who do you think? I feel like Wong needs the first set more. After the 3-love lead, she was kind of cruising, and now it's like she might be thinking about that in the second set, and it might be bad. If she's thinking about the missed chances, she hits a passing shot, but Eala with a beautiful volley. 15-0. Wong's ranking is 33. By the way, thank you, Pia, as well, for the donation. Appreciate that. Oh, that didn't even play. Why didn't it play? Oh, there we go. Pia.
Thanks, Cams, for Alex cover. Go for the win, Alex.
Thank you for the donation. Appreciate it. All right, as Wong gets a forehand, but it goes wide. Eala's got 15-30. Chance for Eala to steal the set here. Remember, she was down 3-love. She was down 3-love. Serve again from Wong. Here's a fault. Second serve. Yala needs to win straight sets to have energy to face Raducanu. Yeah, good point. There's a bit of backhand return from Yala. Good return. Forehand now from Wong goes into the back of Yala. Wong with a forehand into the net. God, Wong's forehand is not working today. Well, at least hasn't been working the last few games. 15-40. Yala to take the first set here. 15-40. Serve. Nope. Wang serves. Into the back of Yala. Return is into the back of Wang, but Wang hits it wide. The win got that one. Yala wins the first set 6-4. From love 3 down. All right. And these conditions, we've seen this before. Yala can play well in the wind, especially against somebody who hits the ball hard like Wang, who needs sort of she needs to sort of play her best tennis, or she plays her best tennis when the ball sort of coming to her and sitting in the right spot. But when the wind is blowing it around, Wang's made a lot of errors, and Yala has been solid. Swiatek's another one who likes playing in the wind, and her scoreline is showing that 40-15. But good fight back from Yala in that first set. That was brutal to start, but she gets it back and has the momentum into the second. All right, back in now from Swiatek up the line. Into the forehand of McNally. Forehand from Swiatek. The backhand of McNally. Into the forehand of Swiatek. McNally backhand. Into the backhand of Swiatek. And then McNally overhits it. It's 1-1 in the second. 1-1. All right. Back to McNally. Hey, Mario, thank you for the $2. Appreciate that. By the way, chat, Hadar's at 5-all against Borges. Demonor up 4-3 with a break against Donaldi. Samsonov is about to win the first set against Lee. And Hashanov up 5-3 against Shevchenko. All right. 1-all in the second. By the way, don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. We're almost at 296K. We're trying to get to 300K by the end of the year. And when we get to 300K, we're going to open this box of signed tennis cards. This will be opened. It has 5 signed cards. And it could have one of these players in here. So we're going to open this box whenever we get to 300K. It could have a Djokovic signed card. It could have an Alcaraz signed card. It could have a Swiatek or a what? Hello? 1 in the chat if you can hear me. All right, love 15. It could have an Yala or a Wang or McNally signed card as well. It could have all of them. There's 5 of them. All right, love 30, Swiatek. Love 30. All right, I think either Wang or Yala have gone to the bathroom, so we're just waiting for them to come back. By the way, chat, is there a train that's running? Am I looking at almost like a tour bus of like a tour train driving around the? Is that it is. That's kind of cool. So Rome have like a tour bus that takes people from one side to the other. That's crazy. It's like a Universal Studio tennis edition. That's crazy. All right, Swiatek, love 40. To take the break in the second. Serving the back to Swiatek. Backhand now from McNally into the forehand of Swiatek. McNally, forehand on the stretch. Swiatek backhand. Up the line, winner. By the way, dark clouds overhead. All right, Swiatek with a break. All right. By the way, chat, we're almost at 1,000 likes as well, so don't forget to like the video as well. If you hit the like button, it does turn into a tennis ball. That is not a joke. As Wang hits a great return winner, love 15. Super busy day today. Oh, it is. So busy today. Super, super busy. All right. Love 15. As the return goes into the forehand of Yala, Wang with a backhand. Into the backhand of Yala, Wang with a forehand up the line. Yala gets it back. Wang backhand, bit of a moon ball. Yala runs around, hits a forehand into the forehand of Wang. And Wang hits it out in the forehand again. 15-0. How's Swiatek's game going? Looks great. She is playing so solid. Few errors early in the very, very early in the match, but other than that, she has been solid. She is not playing like that over-aggressive style that, she was for the last 12 months. She's definitely reined it in a bit and been a little bit more consistent with it. And going for percentage, which is awesome. She is back to where she just looks like she was 2 years ago on the clay. As the lob goes up from Yala, it's going to go in. Wang let that bounce. That was a bad idea. Forehand now from Wang. Yala on the attack. Oh, Yala missed it. Wang got lucky. 15-30. Wang got away with that one. 15-30. You promised a backflip. When? I said a backflip No, I didn't. 15-30. I said backflip at 300k. As Yala serves into the backhand of Wang. Forehand from Yala into the forehand of Wang. Wang hits it wide on that forehand again. 30-0. 30-0. All right. Yeah, Wang's forehand is just off. It has been the big letdown of her match so far. Yeah, we get to 1 million subs, I'll do a front flip. Off camera. All right, 30-0. As Yala serves again. Is a fault, second serve. Second serve, Yala. Into the forehand of Wang. Yala backhand goes long, and it's 30-40 Wang. Now remember, Wang was up a double break, 3-love in the first set, so one break in the second won't be as big of a problem. You would think for Yala, but we'll wait and see. All right, 30-40. Wang to get the break in the second. As we deploy now from Yala up the line to the forehand of Wang on the stretch. Yala backhand drop shot. Winner. Beautiful shot. Deuce. We get to deuce. If Alex wins, what's her ranking? That's a great question. That's a great question. I'll go through all four players' rankings when win or lose. As we forehand now from Wang into the forehand of Yala. Wang with the backhand. Into the backhand of Yala is Wang with the forehand again to the backhand of Yala. Into the forehand of Wang. Wang hits it out. Advantage Yala. So Swiatek, if she wins, she'll stay number 3. If she loses, she'll stay number 3 unless Coco can win the tournament. Or somebody else overtakes her, like Pegula wins a tournament or whatever. Wang is currently number 30, which is her career high. If she wins the match, she'll be at number 29, which will be top 30 for the first time ever. If she loses, it'll depend on other results, but at the moment at 30 in the world. Yala at 39 in the world. If she wins, she'll go up to number 37, 36. If she doesn't win, she'll be around that 40 mark. And McNally's obviously got the biggest upside as Yala holds, and it's 1-love in the second. McNally's currently at 56 in the world. Her career high is 54. So if McNally's able to fight back and win, she will go to her career high at number 54 for now. So there you go. Demon won the first set. Yes. Let's go. Finally. Maybe the trick is that like Aussies just got to play Italians. That's why if we play Italians, we might win. That's our secret. We beat Berrettini yesterday, Analdi, and I think Gibson took out an Italian. So maybe that's the secret, man. We just got to play Italians on the clay of Rome, and then we should be sweet for Aussies. Swiatek Yala match will be a semi-final, so not possible. Not possible now. The winner of Yala Wang plays Raducanu or Sakkari, and Swiatek, if she does keep winning, she'll take on the winner of Cocciaretto Navarro, who are playing tonight. All right. 40-30 as Swiatek holds, and it's 3-1 in the second Swiatek. This is much better for Swiatek. Except one Italian. Well, Australia's not playing. We're not playing Jannik Sinner this week. Didn't you hear what I said? I said Australians are doing well against Italians in Rome. I don't think any Australians are playing... Well, actually, no. Popperin might play Sinner, so you better watch out. You better watch out. You saw Poppy beat Berrettini. You better be scared. Poppy's out for... He's going to stop the streak. He would. I love 15. He beat Djokovic at the US Open 2 years ago. He can beat Sinner in Rome. All right, 15-0. He's just got to beat Menchik first, though. That's painful. 15-0. As with a good serve from Wang. 30-15. 30-15. As Wang serves again. As with a fault, second serve. By the way, chat room was at 1,000 likes. Appreciate that. 30-15. Poppy's maybe the best male tennis player after Rafter. No, Leighton. Come on now. As Yala hits out in the return, 40-15. Also, you're disrespecting Philippoussis. He was good too. He made finals of slams. Philippoussis as well. 40-15 as Wang serves again. Into the back of Yala. Return goes out. And Wang holds. 1-1. 15-30 here. Swiatek wants that double break. Yep, don't put scores in the chat. We have a scoreboard. 15-30 here. McNally in big trouble. Backhand return. Swiatek to the back of McNally. Swiatek backhand up the line. McNally slices it back. And then Swiatek forehand cross court. McNally's got it. Again, but it overhits it. Swiatek gets break points. 15-40 to get the double break. Oh, Mboko's out. That's not good. Mboko withdrew. God damn, everyone's falling. She's apparently sick. She got the illness that everybody was getting last week. That Swiatek had. So that means who's coming in? All right. 15-40. Swiatek for that double break. As the return goes into the forehand of McNally. Back in now. Swiatek at the forehand of McNally. Into the forehand of Swiatek. Swiatek in the net. 30-40. Yala 30 love. So Grant is going to take on a lucky loser. All right, Yala 40 love. Yeah, Mboko out with gastric illness. 30-40. As a return from Swiatek into the forehand of McNally. Backhand of Swiatek in the net. McNally survives. Deuce. All right. Yala 40 love. She serves a fault second serve. Serve into the forehand of Wang. Forehand from Yala, the forehand of Wang. As Yala forehand again. To the forehand of Wang. Yala forehand again into the Wang forehand. Up the line from Wang is a winner. Okay, Yala is picking on the forehand, which is fair. Because her forehand hasn't been great. But it was good that time. Just baiting her to hit it down the line too. She was like, go on. Try and hit a forehand winner. And she did that time, but that was just trying to bait Wang into making another forehand error. 40-15. Serve into the backhand of Wang. Return goes into the forehand of Yala. Wang with the backhand up the line. That's a winner. 40-30. All right. A couple of winners from Wang. All right. Advantage Swiatek to take the double break in the second. Watching from Naples. Hey, what's up? All right. Advantage Swiatek. Forehand inside out to the backhand of McNally. Backhand of Swiatek goes long and McNally survives. Back to deuce. Now Raducanu plays later against Zachary. So we'll watch that later to see who plays who. As with a forehand out of the backhand of Wang. Forehand from Yala again. The backhand of Wang. Yala forehand again up the line. Wang's going to get there on the stretch. Puts up a moon ball. Yala forehand again into the forehand of Wang. As we got a backhand of Yala up the line. Wang backhand cross court. Goes long and Yala holds. 2-1. 2-1 Yala in the second. All right. Swiatek. She's trying to get this double break. Backhand up the line is wide. Oof. Gosh, Swiatek's going for those shots. Advantage McNally. Is Mia having a nightmare? No, she's just chilling. That's just how Mia, when she's sleeping, deep sleeping, she just like makes all these weird noises. She's fine. All right, advantage McNally. McNally to take the game. I'm going to fault second serve. I'll tell you, if Yala can get the break, it's going to be real tough for Wang to come back. What happened to Mboko? Apparently Mboko has gastro. As McNally double faults, and we get back to deuce. Back to deuce. Back to McNally. As she serves. Into the backhand of Swiatek. Return goes short. And then a drop shot from McNally. Too good. Advantage McNally. Now after this... after this, I'm not sure what we watch. We are going to watch Djokovic. He's coming on after Zverev, which is after Swiatek. So he might not be on for a few hours yet. Pagula Sonmez is happening later too. We've got Raducanu, Zachary we will watch later. I don't know if that changes the schedule. If Grant and Mboko pull... I guess they'll stay on court too because it's Grant. Being a wild card, give her the chance to play a big court. And then, it's very... The matches this week today are very top-heavy. Like, all the good matches are at the start of the day. It's a very top-heavy kind of day. McNally holds, by the way, 3-2. So we'll just have to wait and see. 3-2 Swiatek. As Wang serves again. Into the back end of Iala, and Iala in the net. 30 love. You feel sleepy, Cam? No, I just haven't woken up yet. 30 love Wang. Serving to the back of Yala. Lob goes up and out. It's 40 love. Gives him on the first set against Schneider. Yes, we're coming back. Let's go, Australia. Let's go. Hadar's in a tiebreak against Borges, by the way. All right, Yala backing up the line. Drop shot from Wang off the tape is a winner. And she says sorry, but she'll take the point and the game. 2-all, Wang holds. All right, back to Eala. Djokovic match not starting until 4:30 p.m. No, that's not true. He's starting... Oh, is that actually... Hang on, let me double check. It says that he's starting straight after Zverev. But I maybe that's changed. No, Djokovic is playing straight after Zverev. Zverev's match could take 2 minutes and then he could be playing straight away. It's at the conclusion of Zverev's match. There's no set time. All right, Wang with a good return. Love 15. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. All right, love 15. Return goes in the net by Wang. 15-0. Her dad takes it first. Let's go. All right, return goes in the back end of Yala. Oh, Yala up the line for a winner. Beautiful shot. 30-15. Great defense from Yala. 30-15. As McNally hits it out on the serve. Or on the return, sorry. 15-0. Nice hitting from Yala on that forehand side. Serve out wide as a fault. Second serve. Hadar's playing Borges right now. He's a very competent clay court. Beat Rafa on clay, I believe. All right, forehand from Wang up the line to the front of Yala. Wang with a backhand. Into the front of Yala on the stretch. Wang retreats to the forehand as Yala backhand again to the front of Wang. Yala backhand up the line is wide. 30-0. If Wang eliminates the error, she could fight back here. 30-0. Swiatek's also at 30-0. She's trying to keep the break. In the tennis world, what does hold mean? So holding means when you win your game, when you're serving and you win the game. That's a hold of serve. All right. Return in the net by Wang. 40-30 Yala. As Swiatek comes in the net with a volley. And up goes a lob by McNally. Bounce smash from Swiatek, but she hits a forehand instead. McNally gets it back. Into the forehand of Swiatek. McNally forehand again. To the forehand of Swiatek, who goes up the line to the back of McNally. Swiatek backhand again. McNally into that Swiatek forehand. Is McNally backhand again. Into the forehand of Swiatek. She puts it away. Swiatek, smart move. Smart shot. 40-30 Swiatek. As Wang gets the deuce. She just waited for McNally to commit to one side, and then she went inside out. Beautiful shot. All right. Deuce. As the return goes into the forehand of Yala. Up goes a lob by Wang, but it goes long, and Yala gets to advantage. Advantage Yala. 40-30 Swiatek to keep that break. Swiatek serves. Into the forehand of McNally. McNally hits it out. 4-2 Swiatek in the second. All right, backhand from Wang goes in the front of Yala, up the line to the front of Wang. Yala backhand, again to the front of Wang. It's Yala backhand again to the front of Wang, but no Yala in the net. All right, back to deuce. This is an important game here. If Yala can hold here, the next game might be a break, just like we saw with the 4-all game at the final set of the Freck match. Remember that long game that Yala won? So this is an important game here. More important for Wang to get the break. As the backhand return goes in the front of Yala. Yala in the net. Advantage Wang. Advantage Wang to take this break in the second set. All right, 4-2. Swiatek as McNally serves the back of Swiatek. McNally backhand. Into the front of Swiatek. Swiatek hits it long. 15 love. All right, Yala serves. A let. Shevchenko breaks. Ooh. All right, advantage Wang. 7 to the front of Wang. Return. Into the front of Yala. Wang with the front on the stretch. Yala in control. As Wang flying up the line. That's a good shot. Yala's going to get there, though, with a lob. And it goes long. All right, there's the break. 3-2 Wang. She takes the break in this second set. All right, McNally, 15 love. Make that 15-all. Yo!
FM, Florida, USA.
Hey, thank you from Florida for the $3. Sorry, I don't know what... It came up anonymous, but thank you for the donation. 15-all. As McNally serves again. Into the back of Swiatek. Good return. McNally gets a backhand into the front of Swiatek. Swiatek puts it away. 15-30. All right, 15-30. McNally has hit 3 winners for the match, which is a little bit crazy. All right, 7 to the front of Swiatek. Return goes to the front of McNally. Swiatek forehand up the line. McNally's there with the backhand. Swiatek forehand cross court. McNally gets it. Swiatek forehand up the line again. McNally gets that with a backhand cross. Slice from Swiatek as McNally slices it back. It's a drop shot. Swiatek can't get it. Beautiful drop shot, McNally. 30-0. All right, McNally trying to keep this close. $30. Return goes into the backhand of McNally. Backhand of Swiatek. Into the backhand of McNally. Swiatek with the forehand in the net. 40-30 McNally. And Wang just got the break. She needs to hold. As the return goes into the backhand of Wang, and now up the line to the backhand of Yala. Wang with a forehand into the net. Said that so many times today. Forehand in the net by Wang. All right, McNally to keep things close as Swiatek returns into the backhand of McNally. Forehand of Swiatek to the front of McNally. And Swiatek forehand again to the front of McNally. Swiatek up the line. Good shot. McNally slice. And then Swiatek backhand up the line. Lob goes up by McNally. Bounce smash Swiatek. Into the backhand of McNally. Swiatek forehand again. To the backhand of McNally. Another lob. And the Yala love 30, by the way. Up goes another lob by McNally. But it goes out. And we get the deuce. Yeah, Mboko withdrew. Like 30 minutes ago. She withdrew due to she's not feeling well. She's got an illness. The same one as it sounds like it's similar to what the players were dealing with last week. All right, in comes Wang, straight to Yala with a lob. That was silly, but it luckily goes out by Yala because Wang just hit it straight to her and gave her such a chance. Crazy shot to go for. Like, what are you doing? Yala doesn't need the charity. All right, 15-30. All right, as Yala misses the return, 30-0. Wang serves again. Return goes in the backhand of Wang. Up goes a forehand from Yala. Wang with a forehand of her own. Yala backhand to the forehand of Wang, who hits a bit of a shank, but it goes in. Yala backhand again, the forehand of Wang. Shanked again. Yala on the attack. Wang with a forehand, can't get it. And Yala's got a break back point. To get back on serve straight away. And McNally, she's trying to just hold. But Swiatek gets a backhand winner. Back to deuce. Grant into the round of 32. No. She's going to have to play a lucky loser. I'm pretty sure because Mboko is a seeded player and she hasn't played yet. So she'll get replaced and Grant will play a lucky loser. Unless that changes things. As that goes in the net by Wang, we're back on serve. So that break meant nothing. All right. Yala is back on serve. 3-3 in the second. Hadar's up a set and a break. Love that. All right. McNally still trying to hold. There's a backhand slice from McNally into the backhand Swiatek. McNally backhand again. To the backhand Swiatek. Up the line to the forehand of McNally. Swiatek slice forehand again. As McNally forehand inside out winner. Beautiful hitting. And it's advantage McNally. Now, I'm not sure who replaces Mboko, but yeah, Mboko, I think will get replaced. Unless there's just not a lucky loser left. But she should be getting replaced. Because she hasn't played a match yet. All right, 3-0. Yala back on serve straight away. There's Wang with the forehand in the net. This feels like a massive task now for Wang. 15 love. Advantage McNally to just keep it going. There's a forehand now. Approach shot from McNally, and then she puts away the volley. All right. 4-3 Swiatek with the break, but McNally hangs on. All right. 15 love as Yala serves again. Into the back. Forehand of Wang. Forehand from Yala into the forehand of Wang. To the backhand of Yala. Wang backhand cross court. Yala gets it back. Wang backhand again. Up the line. Yala gets it back. Wang with a drop shot. Yala can't get it. And it's 15-0. All right. 15-0. Oh, so thanks, Gene. So Batunkova will play Grant. Batunkova will replace Mboko. There you go. All right, 30-15 to Yala. As the return goes out by Wang, 40-15. Uh, 40-15 to Yala. To take the 4-3 lead First serve's a fault, second serve. Yala, the exit queen, is giving hard times for the clay queen. What are you talking about? They're not even playing. All right, 4-3 Yala. By the way, calling Yala the exit queen is just misinformed and silly. Like, you just look silly. Like calling Yala the exit queen is just actually stupid. Like, based on what? That she lost... She wins a match and then loses? Oh, wow. Like, what are you doing? Like, if you're gonna insult her, at least make it clever. Well, you just look silly. 4-3 Swiatek. As that goes out by Swiatek, love 15. Love 15. Do you think Raducanu deserves center court? I do, yeah. Sakkari Raducanu should have been center court. But we also got to keep in mind that, okay, well, if Raducanu was going to be center court today, she would have had to play first in the morning, and maybe she didn't want that. Or she would have had to play at night, and maybe she didn't want that. But also, you got to remember the first days of tournaments that the Italians are going to get the preferences, so they're going to get priority, right? So Cocciaretto Navarro always was going to be on center court for the Italians, right? So there was no way Raducanu was going to play instead of that, but maybe they asked Raducanu, do you want to play first on center court, or do you want to play later in the afternoon on court 2? And she probably went, you know what, I want to play later. So they probably did ask her if she wants to play on center court. And she probably said, no, I don't want to play first, which is fair enough. And there's no way that they're going to move Djokovic, because Djokovic would have probably got priority because he's coming back as well. They would have been like, hey, when do you want to play? And he would have been like, I don't know, afternoon. So, yeah. I reckon that's probably why she's playing where she is. But she probably wants to play in the afternoon, so she at least got that. All right. Swiatek in trouble here, 15-30. But she should have got center court, yeah. But I'm sure she got asked to be center court. She wanted to play at that time slot. And Zverev probably didn't want to play first thing in the morning either. So she might have played second on center court, but Zverev first thing, I don't know because again, Mussetti's playing at night, right? The Italians get the night session for the first couple of days, you know, sometimes, not always, but sometimes. All right. Swiatek 15-30. And Yala's got love 15. All right, 30-all Swiatek. She's been battling to hold this serve. All right, Yala with another winner, love 30. See, this is where Wang had to hold. All right, and Swiatek goes to 40-30. I'll tell you what, I didn't expect these matches to finish. After the first set, I didn't think these matches would be on the same scoreline at this stage. All right, 40-30 Swiatek to keep that break. As Wang serves an ace. Needed that. Needed that. All right. And Swiatek backhand into the backhand of McNally. McNally hits it wide. And Swiatek takes the 5-3 lead. Well, there's so many games at the same time because this is a 2-week Masters and it's got too many players. By the way, to the guy in the chat putting scores in relentlessly, can you stop? Thank you. Don't put scores in the chat. We don't need that. We've got a scoreboard, but also, yeah. As Yala hits it wide, 30-all. How about we agree? You don't put scores in the chat and I'll call the points. Because I know you're bugging me about that earlier when we're talking about other things. All right, that's the agreement. I'll call the match and you don't put the scoreboard in the chat. You don't need to do that. Agree? Good. As we're going to find out from Wang up the line. Yala puts up a lob. And then Wang with a forehand in the net. God, that forehand has let her down. And Yala's got break point. 30-40 to take the break and serve the match. Break point for Eala. As McNally serves to stay in the match as well. 30-40. Wang serves. A fault. Second serve. Eala steps inside the baseline. Serve. Into the back of Eala. Good return to the forehand of Wang. Wang shanks it. It goes out. Eala's going to serve the match. All right. 5-3. Yala to get to the third round and potentially play Raducanu. She's played a lot of top 10 players this year, Yala. She's played Gauff twice. She's played Pellini. And she might get a chance to play against Raducanu if Raducanu beats Sakkari. Also, if Yala does hold serve here, this will be the best win on clay she's ever had. Her best ever clay win. Not just that, though. One of her best wins ever. Because, where are we? 33 in the world. She has beaten a few top 40 players. Including, Keys in Miami and, Gauff, Indian Wells this year, and also Dubai, Pellini, and all those players, and Towson at the US Open. But this will be her best clay match win for sure. She beat Penko in Miami as well. She took out Castella in Dubai this year as well. But yeah, it'll be, I think, her fifth. Is that her fifth best match of the best win ever? Love 15 though. Let's just relax for a second. Yeah, she's beaten 13 players in the top 50 in her career. And this one will rank at about, not the highest one, because she's had a lot of other wins, like she beat Pego a couple of times. But in terms of clay tennis, this will be her best clay court win, which replaces the Freck win the other day. So there you have it. So her two best clay court victories of her career so far have happened this week. All right, Swiatek's going to serve the match, by the way, as Wang hits it in the net, 15-0. By the way, chat, we're so close to 1,000 likes. We're only like 70 away. Don't forget to like the video. And we are going to watch Raducanu versus Sakkari later, so make sure you join us for that, because that we'll be able to see how Raducanu looks, more importantly, for Yala. Because if Sakkari wins against Raducanu, that'd be huge, and then a great opportunity for both Sakkari and Yala. But it'll be if Raducanu wins, we can see how Sakkari does, and what are the chances of one of the big upsets of the season. Remember, Yala beat Swiatek, who was number 2 in the world when they played in Miami last year. So could be interesting. Anyways, 15-30. Yala hasn't done it yet. As the forehand goes out, and it's 15-40. All right, 15-40. To get back on serve here, Wang. Serving to the forehand of Wang. Forehand from Yala. The backhand of Wang. Yala forehand on the stretch. Wang. Backhand up the line, goes long, and it's 30-40. One saved. All right, 30-40. And Swiatek's going to serve for the match. By the way, second set has nearly been an hour. For Swiatek, it's been a marathon second set. All right, serve from Yala. To the foot of Wang. Yala with a forehand up the line. Wang's going to get it on the stretch. As Yala with a drop shot winner. She's going to have to do those a lot if she plays Raducanu in a couple of days. All right, deuce. What's Yala's record against top 10 players this year? I think it's 2-1. Oh, no. Wait. This year? Yeah, 2-1. All time, 4-3. 4 wins, 3 losses. Which is impressive.
Do you
Josh.
think he'll have a genuine shot versus Rybakina?
We'll see how Raducanu looks because, Raducanu did lose to Potapova. And Potapova showed a style as Wang gets a return and gets an advantage. Potapova doesn't have like the weapon. Yala and Potapova can be similar. Like she can take a lot from what Potapova did. It'll depend on how, if Raducanu demolishes Sakkari, it's going to be very hard. Especially if she plays normally. But we'll see. We'll see how Raducanu looks later, because if Raducanu doesn't look good and Sakkari pushes her to 3, I don't know. Might have to think about it. All right, second serve goes into the forehand of Wang. Good return. Yala forehand up the line. Wang with the forehand goes into the forehand of Yala again. As Wang cross-court forehand to the back of Yala. Bit of a moon ball again as Wang forehand again to the back of Yala. Both ladies just hitting the weirdest shots. No one wants to go for a winner at the moment. Forehand goes up the line from Yala. Wang with a forehand cross-court. And then Yala with a cross-court forehand. Slice up the line from Wang. Yala goes cross-court with a forehand again and slicing net by Wang. Ugly rally. That was an ugly rally. Both were just kind of shanking it. The wind was blowing. It was weird. But we get the deuce. All right, 15:30 by the way. Swiatek tries to finish this match. Yala trying to do the same. By the way, we got to 1,000 likes. Appreciate that. All right, Yala serves. That's a fault. Second serve. As a return goes into the forehand of Swiatek. Forehand out from McNally is a volley. Swiatek comes to the net with a volley of her own. Slice McNally. Back in our Swiatek winner. Too good. 30-all. As Yala's second serve. Into the backhand of Wang. Good return to the backhand of Yala. Wang with the backhand to the forehand of Yala. As Wang with the backhand goes in. Yala forehand up the line. Wang gets her back with a forehand of her own. As Yala forehand inside out. Wang's in trouble. Slicing the net. There's the match point for Yala. Advantage Yala. First match point to get it done. I'll tell you, Wang's had chances in this second set. She was up 3-love in the first. Great fighting from Yala to get to the third round and potentially take on the Australian Open champion. Advantage Yala. She serves. To the forehand of Wang. Wang shakes it wide. And Yala's going to get to the third round of a clay court event. A big clay court event as well. And she takes out Wang, her best career victory on clay. Back-to-back wins over players, or higher ranked players than she's ever beaten before. On the dirt. So her clay court tennis has definitely improved. But now she might have to take on the second best player on the planet. We're going to watch that later. We're going to see what happens. By the way, Swiatek's down a break point. What? 30-40. GG's. Good win by Yala. It was a fight back in the first. She was down a break in the second as well. But that's just the Yala, right? She just fights back. All right, as McNally does break back. Excuse me, what are you doing? Hello, what is happening? This is not supposed to be going like this. All right, Swiatek in a bit of trouble in this second set. 5-all. All right, Yala hugging all the coaches. And Yala's into the third round of a clay court tournament for the first time at this level. I think she made did she have a good run in a challenger event, right? She made a quarterfinal or something last year. But on a 1,000 scale, this is her best result on the clay. And her best win on clay by ranking. 6-3, 6-4, 6-3. Yes, both had 7 break points each. Wang converted 3, Yala converted 5. That was the big difference, but also the Wang forehand. So many errors. Especially when she got to that 3-love lead, her forehand just completely fell off. And Yala just does what she does best, just grinding it out. Just winning game by game, clawing back into the match. And then by the time she got back, Wang was, again, just not playing well enough to maintain those leads. 4 now from Swiatek. That's a winner, love 15. So now Yala will take on the winner of Sakkari and Raducanu, who are playing later today. So we're going to watch that one. So if you are an Yala fan, you want to see what the competition looks like, make sure you join us for that. Sakkari is not easy to play. She's dangerous for everybody. For Yala, for Raducanu. I mean, Sakkari can turn it on. So watch out for that one. Cam, you are very happy. Yeah, I'm all right. Generally, I'm usually pretty happy, yeah. Unless we're watching an Australian lose, which hurts my feelings, but yeah. All right, here we go. McNally has fought back to this stage. Swiatek was serving the match. And McNally hits it out. Love 30. Cam, wrong for this one. You said Yala in 3. Good one. Good one. Love 30. And that is funny when people make fun of my predictions. They're like, oh, you never get it right. It's like, bro, have you even been paying attention? Come on now. All right. 30, love 30. Swiatek puts that one away. Love 40. Swiatek to take the break again and then serve for this match again. Thanks, mate, from Brisbane. Hey, what's up? Campbell pick Yala in 3 versus Raducanu? Oh, you know me so well. You know me so well. Love 40. Congratulations. Do you want an award? Is it a fault? Second serve. You better watch the video just in case. Love 40. Backhand return from Swiatek. Slice from McNally goes short. And then Swiatek hits it in the net. Okay. 15-40. In this second set, Swiatek definitely has let some shots go, some points go. She's missing some poor shots. All right, 15-40. As the return goes into the backhand of McNally. Backhand out from Swiatek into the forehand of McNally. And Swiatek backhand again. McNally slices it. Swiatek with a slice of her own. McNally's hitting a forehand drop shot. She's going to come to the net, but Swiatek's able to pass. Oh, McNally, though, gets the volley. Good hands. 30-40. Good hands by Iga. 30-40. Still break point though for Swiatek. The Raducanu match is a bonus. Yala's done well this tournament. That is a good observation. I like that. Good. That is a normal response, chat. Swiatek gets it out, deuce. See, chat. This is why you need to be more like Rafael. That is actually a great perspective. Like, that is someone who took a deep breath and went, I'm going to say something that totally makes sense. It is a bonus match. If she loses, what? She lost to the world number 2. That's whoa. Like, that's 100%. That is a great response. All right, deuce. As the return goes in the forehand of McNally, and then the backhand winner there from Swiatek. Too good. Advantage Swiatek. Advantage Swiatek to get the break. Trick.
Where are Alex haters now? I wonder what excuse they will say now.
Don't worry. If she plays Raducanu and loses to Raducanu, I'm sure they'll say something. Which is crazy, because that's sort of like insane to think that you could talk trash losing to Raducanu. You know what I mean? Like, how could you trash an opponent that loses to Raducanu? But we'll find out, because they will. Anyways, Swiatek breaks 6-5. Like, you know it's going to happen, Chuck. You know, like, if Yala doesn't beat Raducanu, the people that have, like, been humbled today are going to come out and just be like, see, I told you she's overrated or something. And it's like, bro, you are crazy. Like Rafael said, playing Raducanu in this tournament, when, you know, on a court that she's not, you know, that is not her preference, is a bonus match. And getting to the third round is the achievement, even if she loses. It's a great response. And she's already had her 2 best clay court wins of her career this week anyway, so. But, you know, we'll see. Someone will say, people will say stuff. All right. Swiatek's going to get another chance to serve for this match. Yeah. We will merge the streams. By the way, Chad, I didn't even ask, where are you watching from? We didn't get a chance. The match ended like that. Where are you watching from? Let me know where you're watching from. Yala has already exceeded expectations this clay season. She's kind of playing with house money with no points to defend. Exactly. Losing to Raducanu is no shame. On contrary, she'll come to know her weaknesses more. Exactly. See, all measured responses. But trust me, that will not last. In 2 days' time, things will escalate. People will say crazy shit. Swiatek serve of the match. Again, hey, Philippines in the house. We love that. Welcome, welcome. We got UAE, Poland in the house. We've got Manila. We've got Hamburg, India, Montreal, Chicago, Bulgaria, upstate New York, Toronto. All right, Swiatek serving for this match again. Serving to the forehand, McNally. Return goes into the back of Swiatek. McNally. Forehand again to the forehand of Swiatek, but it's out by McNally. 15 love. New Jersey, Poland, San Diego, Rhode Island, Adelaide in the house. 15 love. The wind just picking up, throwing dust into Swiatek's face on the clay. Just subscribe. Thanks for the reliable updates. No worries. Thanks for joining. All right, Swiatek serves into the backhand of McNally. Return goes to the forehand Swiatek. McNally, a forehand again to the forehand Swiatek. McNally forehand again to the forehand Swiatek on the stretch. But Swiatek hit it out. $15-0. Swiatek did serve to stay in it. Sorry, serve to win it in the last game at 5-4. Bournemouth, UK. I've been to Bournemouth. 15-0. Swiatek serves. As a return goes in the forehand Swiatek. Forehand of McNally to the backhand Swiatek. McNally backhand again. The backhand Swiatek. McNally backhand slice. Swiatek slices it back. Into the forehand of McNally. Swiatek forehand cross court. McNally's there with a slice forehand in the net. 30-15. That's how McNally can hit a ball. She is hitting clean. 30-15. McNally is hitting some clean shots. 30-15. 2 points away. Swiatek serves. The back of McNally. Return goes to forehand Swiatek. McNally on the stretch. And Swiatek forehand up the line. McNally's there with the backhand. Swiatek forehand again. Goes in the net. 30-all. This is not easy for Iga in the second. McNally has been given trouble to Swiatek on clay before. She defeated her in the Roland Garros Juniors. Oh, really? I did not know that. There you go. I did not know that. All right, 30-all. Swiatek serves again. As the return goes in, the forehand Swiatek up the line to the backhand of McNally. Swiatek backhand again, the backhand of McNally into the forehand Swiatek. Swiatek hits it out 30-40. What is this game? What is going on here? 30-40. Thanks, Cam, as always. No worries. I was in the juniors French Open semis. Ooh, okay. All right, 30-40. Serve is a fault. Second serve. Second serve, Swiatek. Into the forehand McNally. Return goes in the back of Swiatek. Up the line of the forehand McNally. Swiatek forehand again to the forehand McNally. Up the line again. Into that Swiatek backhand. Slice McNally. Swiatek backhand goes long. We're going to tie break. Okay. Swiatek served for it twice. She was broken twice. And we're going to a tie break. McNally is going to try and extend this match. If you want to keep watching, jump on over. We're going to merge the streams just to make it easier for us all. So jump on over. But nice win by Yala. Best win she's had on a clay court, 4-3. She is going to take on either Sakkari or Raducanu in the next round. So make sure you join us for that in a couple of days. We are going to watch Raducanu and Sakkari later. So make sure you join us to see what Yala's opponent will look like. But good win, great win by Yala. Best win of her career on the day.